Alright, here we have a vintage Sony stereo reel-to-reel player with built-in speakers. They're detachable. It's in really nice condition cosmetically. Missing one of the legs. Get your selector for tuner, tape, mic, phono inputs, your volume, tone, mode, your record levels, headphone, power, speaker 1 or 2 are off. It's got a go handle. It's a bit heavy, obviously, because of the speakers. Cord looks to be in good shape. Little sticky in spots. I can move this without dropping it on my foot. See the speakers here. Plastic. Hinged. Sony tape recorder model TC230, 55 watts, 60 cycles a second. Tokyo, Japan. Distributed by Superscope. Superscope was the brand of the tape recorder that was in that vintage Radiomatic sound system that I have in the living room. The tape recorder that broke, that was made by Superscope. So these are hinged. Lift that up and they come off, like I said. There's your speaker wire by foam there. That's long gone. A little dirty. This will have to be re-glued onto that. I got glue for that. Unhook the hinge. See, the glue is just disintegrating on this, so that has to be re-glued back on. Solid state stereo center. Record, lock, insta stop, tape counter. This is your tape speed. 1 7/8, which is cassette tape speed. 3 1/4, which is what 8 tracks do, and then 7 1/2. Manual control. That's FF. Forward. Stop, rewind. Get up. I think this is backwards. I think it should be playing that way, maybe. Have to pull this off, clean it. I believe it said it powered up. I got tapes to test it. So let me get some isopropyl alcohol. Get this off. We'll clean the heads. I'm not going to glue anything onto here yet, so I want to see if the thing even runs. So let's get to it. Okay, so here we are inside of it. Yeah, this was backwards, so I was hitting the fast forward button, which sits on here. I'm supposed to press it down or something. So I was hitting that, so I had to loosen this little set screw. Remember, it was like sitting on here like that. I was hitting that, so I had to put it back this way to get it to go forwards. And the issue is now I disconnected the spring here, but this idler wheel is gummed up. So when I engage it, it's supposed to engage this to turn. Belt's nice and tight. It's a round belt. Rubber's real good. Nothing's disintegrated. Nothing's turned to goo. There's a little felt pad here. That's got to get cleaned. All this will get cleaned because it's disintegrating. I'll spray the potch while I'm in here. We need to disassemble this. So this spring goes up to there. It's got to clean this, lubricate it. So I can free it up. Get that working again. This is your capstan wheel, flywheel. That still turns. That's fine. That runs against this. It's your motor. Not bad. It's decent TLC. So I'll do that off camera. We'll be back when I made some progress. So gummy, I didn't want to come up. This is the fast forward button. That's gummed up too, so I gotta do that. Similar to that one 8-track player. Just gummed up from age. Lack of use. So I'll go through this one by one and lubricate everything and see what we can get going. Alright, fast forward works again. Just drown that in some isopropyl alcohol. The way it works is when this wheel is on here, to engage FF, press it down, and the lever raises it up to engage the high speed part of it. That's how fast forward works. Imagine just lubricating all the sticky parts so everything works again. So I'll continue messing around with this. Okay, if I got this hooked up right now it's in play mode because it rides in the small groove here. So you engage it. Now it's in play because it's riding on that. And fast forward, turn it off. You'd press this down. Raises that up to the higher part. Now it's on high speed rewind or fast forward. That's how they engage that. Took me a minute to figure out how to get that back up in there. So that's pretty much that. So this now works. Raising that up and down. That engages play like it's supposed to now. So power on. See, that temporarily does that because this is the safety switch. Well, not a safety switch, but let you know when the tape runs out, it stops. So I engage that. So now that's working. That's going to spin faster anyway because that's the clutch. This is your speed control up there. Mess with that later. Is this turned? Because that rides against that. So I think we got the mechanical part figured out now. Should probably go ahead and finish cleaning this off. I need to put a little piece of felt on this because that came off. That presses it against the tape head or the erase head. That's your erase. This is your play record head. Some machines, like later models, fancier models, had a separate head for recording. That's your record button there. So not too bad so far. I get some contact cleaner. I'll spray all this crap. Clean it off some more. Figure out because felt on this. I don't know if this had a piece of felt or not, but because of how smooth it rides against there, I'm going to say no, or maybe. I could put a small piece there. Maybe I'll put a piece there. We'll see how it acts. Got to trim some down. I think I got some 8-track felt. So, alright, enough rambling. Let's put this back together. Alright, got it loosely back together. Just held in place with these two pegs. I put this knob back on it, put the speed back on it. All three work. So you only change the speed when it's off. But all three speeds do work. Added some felt here. Some felt here. This is from the 8-tracks. This is some other felt here from a pad I had like here. I just cut it. Then my 8-track kit from that. Some different splice kits and crap. Sprayed it with some contact cleaner. I don't have the straws for these. They're missing. I got straws I was unaware. But the only thing left to now do is I clean the heads, just thread a tape on here and see if we get any sound. Tape counter works. So let's put tape on this. Now, as loud as it's going to get, I hooked the cable up here, disabled the speakers, hooked up to this computer speakers. Those are maxed out, and with this maxed out, that's as loud as it gets. Still staticky, especially with this. Changing the inputs, so it's probably bad filter caps. So I sprayed the heck out of it as best as I could. That's as loud as it goes. So I've done everything I can. It works otherwise, just have to deal with that. That could be as loud as this model went, I don't know. Do you think it'd be a lot louder than that? So it's probably got bad capacitors on the amplifier board. I'd have to take it apart and see what those boards look like and maybe recap them. Or just run it through a preamp. But that's about as loud as it gets for now, so. Like I said, it's working otherwise. Get your power light. So tuner, that's where you want to plug in a radio or external tape player or record player. That's what the phono is. But you got two inputs, phono and tuner. So you can plug your phonograph in, then plug in your 8-track player or whatever you have into the tuner port to record off of that. Nice unit. It's working otherwise. Volume's kind of quiet though, but staticky no matter what you do. But other than that, it works, so I got it working at least somewhat. Decent enough for now. Maybe look in the future. I need to go on the JK18's reel to reel, get that working, and I got that VCR over there I gotta get working. So I've done as much as I can with this for now. So I got new felt on here. So that wraps this up for now. Alright, we're not done. Started slowing down a bit. And it's not the supply wheel. So probably the run capacitor is bad on here too, but it uses one. I'll have to see what I can find on that. So rewinding this, and then I'll take it apart and let's look at the run capacitor.